All right, so I'm back, and today we are going to take a look at the next in the giveaway series that I have, and that is the Perfect Effect Leonidas, PEDX05. So first off, quick look at the packaging. Awesome. I don't want to give anything away with this review, but honestly, this is the best part of this figure. I love this artwork. This is just gorgeous. I love this. This is what I want to see on packaging. I've said this before. It's like I like seeing the product image on the front and all that. That's great, but I would love to see more artwork like this. That's just like, wow, that's pretty cool. So yeah, great look there. You got the product shot here. It almost looks like the CGI render. You got all the stuff that he can do, arm up modes and whatnot. And then more product imaging, more stuff there, and stuff at the bottom. And I promise you guys right now, there will be no 300 jokes in this video. As enjoyable as it was watching Imgo's review, you guys know me. I'm not going to do that. Anyway, so here he is in his line mode. Now, the reason why I'm going to go just line mode to robot mode instead of robot to line to robot is because I've heard so many things about this figure breaking, and I really didn't want to put a lot of extra stress on this figure unless I absolutely had to. So I'm just going to go from line to bot mode. I don't want to break it because, you know, it's not mine. This is going to go to whoever wins the raffle, which I do actually have all the raffle tickets ready. So we're going to actually do that as part of this video. But yeah, and from playing with it, it's like, it's a cool figure, but I would not want to test its durability at all. I really don't. I hear bits of the mane are really fragile, bits of the tail are really fragile. There's a couple other bits that leave me concerned, just because of the size of the pegs and the tightness of the fits. But it looks great in bot mode. In beast mode, it's a Zord. I mean, that's all I can say. It's a Zord. So turning around here, see the front of the lion, the side. It looks pretty good. The tail does have 5 different swivels on there, or hinges on there. And they are all on pegs, so you can actually rotate them, but they're so small that I can't sit here and say, go ahead and mess around with it. It doesn't feel durable, to be honest. He's got the cannons mounted on his back, which, as you can see, they don't latch in as well as I would like. But they do latch in. Sort of, kind of. Anyway, so while I got it off, I guess I'll just... so it's got 2 hinges there. This one's just a free-floating swivel, which is nice. And then this one is actually a bit ratcheted. You can see the ratchet on this side. So you can see that one working. So, and it just tabs in right there. And then there's a slot right here that will plug in right back there. And then there's another porthole right there that it'll just plug into. And there you go. And then he's got his katanas here on the side here. You can have them facing forward like extra guns, or you can kind of swivel them to the back and just keep them out of the way. You can do that if you want to. You don't have to. But yeah. you can also just take them off, which is what I'm going to do right now. Now this is one of those parts where I'm concerned because it fits in there so tight and it's such a small peg hole. And you'd see, I hope you can see this. Let me see if I can get something white behind it. You can see how small of a connection that is on there. And so, you know, this I mean, it feels nice and sturdy. Plastic quality feels top notch, just like their Fort Max that they did a while ago. But this little port right there leaves me really, really concerned on the longevity of that. So getting this out of the way as well, and it's the same thing. I mean, you see, I mean, these things fit in there really, really tight. So it's really concerning. So setting those off to the side. We're going to pull the guns off as well. And as you can see, and it's like the frictions that should be tighter aren't, and the frictions that are too tight are in really bad positions. So just be warned when you play with him. He's there. See, this will come out. This will come off before this will come out of the gun. They have some issues with their tightness. And he honestly kind of feels like a jumbled mess in hand in this mode. And part of that might be because I'm not trying to put extra pressure on certain joints than I have to, because I don't want to break him, like I said. But like the waist here, it's got a ratchet in there, and it just it's almost free floating, and it's not cool. And you can see this piece here just popped right out. And that's partially because this, again, we got this little tiny handle for this thing, and it plugs into this hole right there. Now that hole is really, it looks like it would be a relatively simple plug, but it's actually where it actually gets the friction is actually really deep in there. So you have to get it in there, and you have to put a lot of pressure to get that to plug in. I mean, and see, it's in there, but it's only barely in there. And of course it's caught up on the back. So we're just going to take this off and get that off to the side. Poseability wise, like I said, this has some poseability here. He's got this visor as well that it barely plugs in. Like you can get it on there, but you can see it's holding, but you can see it's wiggling. So I don't like that too much. The jaw opens and closes just a little bit. That's all you really get out of it, just because of the way it's designed. Nothing really to peg this into that I saw in the instructions anyway, and because the instructions are abysmal. Not as bad as the Motor Master, the Bold Forms Motor Master. But they're also not that clear either. And that's another issue I have with this thing. So anyway, so you got his butt that can rotate here if you want to. Again, it tabs in up here, but there's nothing to lock it into place. And that's, again, pretty unfortunate. The back hips are on ball joints, so you get the back in and out motion. There's a little bit of a thigh swivel in there. No other swivel is on the leg, just the ratcheted knees, which is double jointed here and here, so you can move this in and out. Foot is on a ball joint, and each of the toes is individually articulated. The front legs, this is how it looked like it went in. It doesn't look right at all. I probably would have just left them out to the side, like robot mode. But this is what it kind of showed me how to do it. And like I said, I don't know if I like that all that much. Gives them a slimmer profile, yeah, but I'm just going to move them out. So now that looks more like what we're used to when it comes to a beast former. Although then now it just looks like a robot standing on its, on all fours with a lion head. But this is on a ball joint, so good range of motion there. Bicep swivel, bends at the elbow, it doesn't go back, it just goes forward, which is fine. And then the foot is on a hinge here, and then a swivel right here. So it swivels and hinges, and then the toes are individually articulated, with just a swivel. So yeah, there you go. There is his line mode. The head can kind of move, but every time you do it, you're kind of messing stuff up. So this thing, I swear, guys, this thing. Let me grab those instructions real quick so I can show you what I'm talking about. So you see, because they're full color, I think this is part of the problem. It's like, okay, this goes to here, and then this goes to here. But you can barely see this, but there's actually, this is supposed to be like that, and then this is another step. See how they just merged two pictures of the lion together. And, that step's pretty self-explanatory. Then this one's like, what am I looking at here? This to this. I figured it out, but I think there's just too many colors, too many things going on, and they probably could have made this a little bit more clear. It's not terrible by any means, because the transformation's not that hard once you actually put the instructions aside and just look at the pictures. Back here is very helpful with this part. This part's, it is what it is, and you get your what's included, and such. Another bit of accessory I want to look at or show you. It's not really so much of an accessory. Where'd it go? Seriously, I just had it like 10 seconds ago. There it is. So it comes with this little package of replacement tail parts, because they know it's going to fail on you. They know it will break. So they just gave you replacements right off the bat. So, oh, gotta love it. At least they know their problems. Maybe they're just tired of having it sitting there in their queue and decided, you know what, we're just gonna send it out. All right, so let's get into transformations. Real simple, real quick. So you pull this section here off. And again, we got another one of those tiny little pegs, and that's a really tight fit in there. Trying to get it out. All right, so what we want to do is rotate the legs down, and then this swivels up, and then you just want to ratchet this forward and then ratchet the leg down, like so. So you can see it just ratchets straight down. And that's it for the legs. You don't do anything. I kind of wish that maybe it had some different form for its robot feet than just line feet, but that's what we get. Now what's cool is that because the toes are individually articulated, if you have them at a slant or whatnot, you can push the toe down to fit whatever surface you're on, and he gets a really good stance. No question there. All right, so I already swiveled the arms out. So you'd swivel them down, like so. Now here's another slight issue here, is this section here is like a giant ball joint, so it's almost free moving. So you just kind of have to finagle it into the position you want. Then you want to collapse the chest down and then pull these back out, like so. And then swivel this, and this will rotate around and snap into place. Then you can rotate the hand forward. Same thing over here. Now this is die cast right here, so that's nice. This is die cast, and parts of the mane is die cast, and then the swords are die cast. So this will just tab in like so, and like that. And there you go. There's the arms. A little back heavy. Ratchets aren't quite strong enough for them. Alright. Then you want to take this back section here, and this will fold out like this, and then this will fold over like this, and then this will come forward, and then there's a little tab on this piston here that'll plug into this little slot right there, and that will be kind of like a shoulder armor deal. Alright, and then do the same thing over here, and again there's a little tab right here that'll plug into this little slot right here. Hypothetically, I say hypothetically because it's kind of hard to see with all this main stuff in the way. Alright, and then you can either fan it out or collapse it or whatnot, but yeah, there you go. Robot mode. Like I said, very simple transformation as far as that goes. Okay, I think I spoke too soon when I said he's a very stable figure. He's actually kind of floppy. Proportions are wonky as hell. I know this is a giveaway figure, so I apologize for anyone that's gonna get this. But I gotta call it as I see it. So you got this tiny chest here. You got the giant shoulder pads. You got nice beefy arms, and then you got this waist and these hips and legs that are just gigantic. And it just feels weird to me. Some people were saying that it's not as bad in person. I think it's worse in person, to be honest. I don't like that. I don't like that look at all. So what you can do is you can peg some of the stuff into the back to kind of fill in the slots, but this one goes up here, so that doesn't really help too much. And then you can do this one and maybe do it like this, and that will kind of fill it in. But first, let's get the tail out of here. So what you want to do is just, it untabs here and then untabs here. So you got to put pressure on these joints that they already know are going to break. So that's just genius of them. All right, so we take this off, and I think somebody somewhere said that this can kind of turn into a shield, but I have yet to figure out how to do that. There's no real ports for it, so and then we're gonna swivel these little pieces here down like so, And then we'll take this and we'll just plug it in like so. And hopefully it kind of fills this profile out a little bit. A little bit. Not great. That's the way to make it look less obtrusive. You can take this and turn it down. That'll make it more useful for the swords. But then now you just have an even bigger ass. Like I said, I'm sorry guys, I call them like I see them. Alright, accessories. He's got a ton of them. So he's got this piece here, like I said, that is worthless. He's got these guns here. You can extend the barrel all the way out if you wanted to. And then you can flip this here like this. And then you can flip the handle out right here. So he's got a nice big gun. And it just slots into his hand. Oh, his fingers are articulated. Oh, I haven't done articulation yet. Let's do that real quick. Sorry. Head is on a, looks like ball joint, but the neck is looser than the ball joint on the head. So I feel like when you're trying to move the head, you're putting too much pressure on that neck. So I don't like that. The shoulders still ball joints, swivel, hinge, hands rotate, fingers open and close. Waist, he's got this funky ass thing up here, which I don't like. It's more or less getting in the way, but he does have a waist swivel. Almost feels, see, look at, stay. Good kitty. So yeah, he's got the swivel there. Ball joints go in and out. There's the thigh swivel, and then the rest of the articulation we've already seen in line mode. So it's I mean, it's the typical Beast Wars, you know. So if you guys don't like Beast Wars, this is not a figure for you. All right, so we got the gun, the long gun, so which plugs in. It's kind of loose, as you can see. You can try to close the hands up, and that holds it a little bit better, but as soon as you let go of the hands, the fingers open up again, and it's loose again. All right. Yeah, that's you know, that's great. Then you can do this one, and instead of doing it in that configuration, what you can do is flip this down, and flip this out, and then collapse this in, and you got more like an Optimus Prime style gun. And you can plug that into this hand. And again, super loose. So, it doesn't hold his guns very well. So moving those off the side. Then he's got this thing, which you can fold this out. And again, we've got really tight joints on really small hinges. Not what I want to see. Like so. Flip this down, and now he's got a crossbow. And that holds, he holds that one a little bit better than the guns, but not by too much. So, if you want your Leo Prime having a crossbow. Then he's got the tail whip thing, which is just terrible. I hate tail whips. I've always hated tail whips, so this is no exception to me. You know, if you're a Beast Wars fan, you're used to seeing tail whips, but this is kind of pathetic. He's got me freaking out over here that he's gonna fall and break. You can take this piece here and pull this out, and then you pull these into halves and slide those in, and he's got knives, which seem to hold a lot better than anything else so far. So you got that. You know, if you want them to have little knives, you can do the little knives. I mean, so he's got some good weapons going. Then he's got these. So you can take this. There's a hole right there, and we can plug it into this little peg right back here. Kind of gets in the way, but and it's kind of hard to do. But there you go, like so. so he's got the sword sheath thing. But what's really cool is not only does it come with two, but these are die cast. These are die cast swords. Here's my painted up one. So you can hear that die cast on there. So die cast here. Die cast here. Die cast on his shins. I think there's another spot of die cast. Maybe this. Nope. But yeah, he's got die cast in him, which is really nice. And these swords are just gorgeous. I love these swords. Perfect Effect, please just sell these swords. I wonder. They can sort of fit into a regular figure's hands. Really tight though. But you can take these, and because I'm pretty sure they made the mold for this, not including the paint. So when they die casted it and then painted it, they didn't really think it out. But it works out really well because he holds these things like a champ. I totally just stole like a Bobby Skullface line there. But yeah, he holds these things really well. They look pretty good. He just wants to fall back. All right, and then moving him over here, moving all his accessories out of the way. He also comes with the Perfect Effect stand, which you can then assemble. See, I haven't actually assembled this yet. I think this is for lion mode. But you just take this and you just slide it on. You take this and plug it in right here. Then you take him and he just kind of... Oh, no. That's what I meant. That's what that was for. Alright, so you slide this on here. And then you can slide this on here to give it a little bit extra height. And then you can take this guy and he just kind of sits in the cradle. Like that. But his feet aren't really long enough to touch the ground, and I don't like that look. I like my figures when they're actually touching, or they're standing on the base and the back support is just for support. Alright, so there's all that. Let's do some size comparisons. See where he fits in the best. I've changed up my figures, and yes, I have finally retired the Seeker mold, the classic Seeker mold, because mine's broken and I'm just tired of looking at it. So here he is with the Legends figure. See how he stacks up there. Here he is with First Aid. Probably my favorite figure from the Combiner Wars line so far. So he's about halfway. Here he is with Classics Prime. So this would not work for Classics Prime. If he was the same height as Classics Prime, then we're in business, but he's not. So there's that. Here he is with TFC Scrapper. He's gonna be a new size comparison from now on. Just to let you know, because I like seeing him. Again, this kind of works. And here he is with Sideswipe, MP Sideswipe, and he'll be in all my videos from now on. This works. I like this. I like the scale. I think this looks good. And my other new size comparison figure, MP Soundwave. So Soundwave is he comes up right about here. So he's about half a head taller or so. So I kind of like that too, because he's a leader of Beast Wars, so he shouldn't be as big as Optimus. But I'd put him in a like commander style class. So, all in all, he looks good. He's got some issues. I pointed out all those issues as I was going. The tail sucks. The balance on him actually does suck. I thought it was good, but I was wrong. Holding the weapons isn't very good. The beast mode's atrocious. The execution of the transformation is questionable, and the beast mode is worthless. All in all, I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10, to be honest. He looks great. If you like these kind of figures and you want something that can stand on your shelf and just be awesome, he's your figure. Definitely recommend using that stand though, because he will fall and he will probably break. He feels fragile. Plastic feels great, but he feels fragile, and that's not a good thing. Oh, and one more thing. You can open up the chest here, like so, and then this piece here will come down, and he's got like a matrix going on in there. So anyway, I think that he could have used a little bit more refinement in the on the design table before he got released. And this thing just irritates the hell out of me. I cannot stand that. So I'm gonna send him back here so he can stand. And we're gonna bring out a raffle bucket, or giveaway bucket. Sorry, I didn't mean to say raffle. And then we'll get our raffle tickets. And I left them on the thing this time, so you guys can see me actually tearing them off. All right, so we got 2 tickets bought by Saji A. He actually bought 4. They're in the bigger one. I missed him when I was writing them down, so I missed 2 of his. So we'll put those in there. 2 more from RM. He's got 2 more in the big one again. Same thing. So we got 2 of those. And we'll just get this going. We'll start on the back so you guys can see I didn't. So Arvin A got 2. David A got 1. Scott B got 1. Joe P got 2. RM got 2 more, so there's his 4. Sorry about that. Saji A got 2 more. Again, sorry about that. Yannick S got 2. Kevin K got 2. O-Town Boy got 2. A lot of same names from last week. I thought about recycling the tickets, but I wanted to just tear them off of the thing as I go. Chris W got 2. So 1, 2. There's 2 more for Scott B. He was the winner of our last one. So no offense, Scott. I hope you don't win this one. MP Collector got 3. Sammy T got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And Todd M got 4. I'm trying to hurry because I know I only have about 10 minutes left before the camera will split the video, and then it'll take me all night to get it up. Alright, so, and I don't have a second prize this week. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted a second prize. You know what? We'll go back to the original idea for second prize. So the second prize winner will get to pick the next giveaway. Rules on that will be simple. Has to be a masterpiece figure that's coming out, not one that's out, but one that's coming out very soon, or just came out, but not one that's been out for a while. So And then very soon I'm going to be doing the Carrie figured. As soon as people start saying that he's showing up, I'm going to announce that one. So. Alright, here we go. The winner of the Leo Prime is Sammy T. Sammy T. You won Leo Prime. Congratulations. And then for second prize, Kevin K. Kevin K, you get to pick the next giveaway figure. So Kevin K, you get the next giveaway. Sammy T, you get Leo Prime. So yeah, there you go. All in all, I think anybody that wins this figure, or Sammy in this case, he's gonna like this figure because he got it for cheap. I cannot sit here and say go out and buy this figure right now. He's a must-have. I'd say wait till clearance, but he's sold out everywhere. He's not a figure that's worth being sold out everywhere. I think Perfect Effect just doesn't know how to make enough of a product. But yeah, he's cool, but he's not very functional. But yeah, one more time, Sammy T, you won Leo Prime. Kevin K, you get to pick the next raffle. And the dogs are going crazy. So, all right.